Hey, folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Thursday, January 20th, 2011. Well, folks, a wild day on Wall Street today. The market's initially opening slightly lower, selling sharply, then rallying, then selling sharply again, making new lows of the day all the way down to the key 127 area. Now, the 127 area, not only is it a good area of support based on if we extend the chart here, you can see just down here there's a good area of support, which again was just at 127, but there's also another key level, and this is how miraculous these trendline support levels are and why you must know them. Take a look at this, folks. If I zoom out, check this out. If I zoom out and I take these lines, look at this connector here. If you connect the low here through the low right here, through the lows here, it goes right to that point. If you take this pivot low, connect it right through, it goes right to that point. If you take this level down here and connect it through, it goes right in that same area. There's so many levels right there, right above 127, that again, if you know these levels, you know where the market is going to halt itself. Why? Because not only is the market going to have major support there, but it's also going to find an area during the course of the day where volume starts to get light. And that time frame is the lunch time frame. All right, and sure enough, if we zoom in now, take a look. We zoom in, you see these lines crossing down here where it found support. The market, again, floating up off those lows. It's been a fantastic trading day, a wild trading day today. Profits galore. One of the master calls today, guys, and I put this on the bearish pro trader watch list at $72 alert. I put it on just above 72. I said it's $72 by Mosaic. Mosaic, M-O-S-Y, because it was going to hit the 50 moving average. Look at that, folks. Look at the bounce it's already had on the daily chart. It's up $1.30 off the $72 level. That was on the Research Center Pro Trader Watch List, which again, Pro Trader Watch List is part of the Research Center. Everything's included for that $49.99. And also, I gave it to the chat room. I said buy at 72. For those smart in the chat room, they waited for a pierce of it. They got it, and they're making massive money. Now, there were plenty of other calls, but I wanted to highlight one of the key calls today to give you guys a sense of the on-the-ball type nature of what we do here at In the Money Stocks. And again, it's technically based, folks. Look at the fall in Mosaic. I mean, did it take a genius to think that this might bounce at the 50 moving average? It collapsed in 2 days, all the way from $85 down to 72 in 2 days. And again, it comes right into the 50 there, kisses the 50, and bounces. It should not take a genius to realize that, folks. So again, money being made by myself, by the Research Center, by the intraday stock chat. That's what we have today so far. And again, there were plenty of little scalps on the SPY available. There were plenty of other little trades that we talked about. Also, please note the spiders. Where did they go today on the daily chart? They kissed the 127, just above 127. It also happened to be the 20 moving average on the daily chart. All right, see how this all kind of connects, folks? If we go to the intraday again, remember those lines, if I zoom out on the chart, that all come from down here, that all make their lows area right here, where it tells you there's going to be support. This is the intraday 10-minute chart. Now we go to the daily chart, and look at this. The daily chart also had the 20 moving average there. So again, these are all signals that you need to be paying attention to, one after the other. Bam, 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 to give you an idea of the confidence. Essentially, it's building your confidence to know that that's a solid trade. All right, if you go to the 60-minute chart, folks, take a look. And I have some lines here from yesterday when I was doing analysis to the nightly videos, which are part of the Research Center. But notice this. Comes down here, pierces. There's also a key gap fill right in here as well. The purple line gets pierced, closed below. It does not confirm. It retraces back above. And again, you possibly could continue to bounce the rest of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if this market goes back to the flat line by the close. We will be watching it like a hawk, analyzing it during the intraday stock chat. And obviously, the nightly video I will do, which is part of the Research Center. Hot charts and alerts, be ready for those. Pro Trader watch us, more picks coming out. And again, we're neither bulls nor bears, folks. We're all about making the right trade at the right time, whether it's bullish or bearish, long or short, and making money on it. And the Mosaic's a perfect example. You know, I've had Exxon short for a couple days now. That's being very nice right now. Exxon got crushed today. Right now it's down 85 cents. Good job there. But what about Mosaic? Now looking on the long side, Mosaic's a long. Bam, nail it at the lows for a swing trade. I like it actually as a swing trade for a couple days, but the point is, even just buying it today, you're already up $1.25 because you used the technical levels, because you're using the key things here. And that's what it's all about, bottom line. All right, let's go back to the intraday chart here. I want to zoom in. Again, you can see today we gapped a little bit to the downside, had a sharp sell candle right to the blue line, bounced back to the white line, actually kissed the 20 moving average and the purple line up here at gap fill, then reversed down. The big sell-off came in, and now you've kind of gone into a flow. Please note the volume. Look at the volume. This is what I talk about. When you hit a major level down here and the volume's in the middle of the day, which is very, very light, look for the markets to float back up. Notice how the volume goes down, the stock price or the market goes back up. The dollar has been a key driver today, but notice this. I'm going to show you a key chart as well. This stuff should blow you away, by the way, because it blows me away. Look at this intraday dollar chart. See the dollar chart here, and I can erase the line here. The dollar went up and then down. All right, so the dollar rallied up to the 11:30 time frame, 12 o'clock time frame. When did the market start to rally up? Because if the theory is correct, then this chart should be exactly opposite of the markets, because the dollar goes in the opposite direction of the markets. It actually drives the markets in the opposite direction. So does it make sense that when the dollar was rallying here, the markets were selling off? Let's go take a look. And obviously the answer is yes. The markets sold off. Then right around 11:30, the markets put in a bottom and reversed to the upside. Why? Well, simply look at the dollar chart. The dollar reversed to the downside. So as the dollar sold off, that's what we're seeing. The markets rally back up. So, again, there are many factors. There's light volume. There's obviously POMO. There's the dollar. The dollar's a key driver as well. But bottom line is there's profits to be made. When the market gets active like this is when you can make even more profits. And we had a fantastic December. I can't tell you the amount of money I cleared in December on small caps alone. It's ridiculous. But now we're in the part where we can be trading large caps like Mosaic, like Exxon, like Chevron, like Apple. I mean, Apple, again, has been an insanely volatile play. Down another $6.66 today. Amazon's getting crushed, $4.60. Intel's down, RIM's down, Google's down. All right, JP Morgan's actually up today. Go figure. JP Morgan actually bucking the trend today, having a good day, up 75 cents, popped all the way up where it was more than $1 higher, and then came back in. So, I mean, these are all key things. Really want to keep an eye on it, and we'll continue to watch very, very closely and see where things progress. But right now, anyways, this is what the market's giving us, and we're taking it with pleasure and profiting from it. All right, let's go back again to a couple other charts. The GLD, the reason the markets were selling today, folks, let's just cover that first of all. The reason why the dollar was a little bit higher, the markets were weak this morning, commodities have been crushed. The reason is because China continues to grow at a rapid pace, which means there's going to be more tightening of interest rates in China, which is overall bad for global growth. Especially in China, it's bad, but also global growth in the U.S. because it will spread throughout the world, essentially. All right, and let's see what else we can see here. I'm just looking across the board, trying to scan for actually new trades. You can see the GLD's actually coming in here very, very nicely, but it looks to me like, yeah, the GLD again getting hammered. So again, the whole growth issue here, because of tightening, it obviously puts pressure on commodities. Commodities are tanking. We called out the bearish analysis yesterday on the bear flag on the GLD. That's playing out. That's another great call from the research center yesterday. I mean, look at that. Bear flag perfect off this fall, collapsing down. The USO is getting hammered again today, down about $1, but right to the 50 moving average, which is going to be some support. And again, we talked about SLV. The SLV is getting hammered. Another bear flag there, breaking down below the 50 this time, which again triggers a most likely move to the next level, which is going to be a good support level. And again, I'll give that in the nightly research center tonight. We'll go over this SLV chart a little bit. So join up now. Let's get the analysis going. Be ready for the next trades, guys. They are coming fast and furious at this point. The profits are there to be had. Let's make some money. Join the research center. Join the intraday stock chat. I'll talk to you later.